Earlier this week, community leaders from the city of Austin and Travis County gave an update on their efforts to house the homeless. The Homeless Summit strategy is meant to raise $515 million, aiming to get 3,000 people housed in 3 years. This morning, we've got Travis County Precinct 1 Commissioner Jeff Travillion. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, well, doing well. And yourself?
Doing pretty well. So just to recap this plan here, where's that money coming from and where's it going?
Well, we've got a number of sources. A lot of the dollars are federal dollars. Travis County has committed $110 million of its ARPA funds. The city has committed $106 million of its federal ARPA funds. But then there's a fundraising initiative in the private sector as well. So what we're trying to do is make sure that we identify public and private dollars and that we address core issues of the homeless problem.
And once that money is raised, which they said at the press conference, you're about 78% of the way there. Once it's raised, where does it go?
Well, I think it's going to go to a number of things. The first thing that the county invested in was working hard to make sure that people who might be evicted are saved from eviction. What we figured out pretty quickly was we had almost 2,000 families who were on the list to be evicted. And we felt that if we kept 2,000 families from being put out into the streets, that we would take a good bite out of or stem the flow of homeless families in that manner. So a part was for prevention. We want to make sure that we look at the entire continuum of people who are homeless and try to help them. But beyond that, we are also trying to address the needs of folks who would be new homeowners. Looking at public employees, for example, we're going to also try to address the needs of those first-time home buyers, whether they're teachers, whether they're city employees, county employees, state employees. We want to make sure that we look at the whole continuum because homelessness is an issue, but lack of access to purchasing a starter home is an issue as well.
Housing and getting 3,000 people off the streets in 3 years. Are you pretty optimistic about that goal?
I'm optimistic about that goal because what we have seen as we have looked at the pre-eviction population is that we were able to impact more than 1,500 people. We were able to make sure that their rent was paid, and in some instances, make sure that we stabilize them even a few months going forward. So I am confident that we can reach 3,000 people. We must reach 3,000 families.
Travis County Commissioner Jeff Travillion, thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Always good to be with you.